What's up, guys? Today I'm going over my top 5 favorite decks for Cardistry. Now this is based off of my collection, and my collection isn't that big and not that diverse, but I think it has some really good decks that I think you should also include in your collection. So yeah. Also, I will not be including Bicycle or Tally-Ho because I don't want to keep repeating everyone, and they're just standard, so they're not too special. But yeah, let's get started. Alright, starting with some runner-ups, or actually number 7. Also, please ignore the microphone cord. Alright, so with number 7, we have the Prism deck by Elephant Playing Cards. Now this is a black deck, and I really like it because of the colors and the design. It's also just a different handling deck than what I was expecting, but that's in a good way. There's also a UV ink version, but I didn't get that. But that also looks really cool. Alright, and for my next runner-up is the Artisans deck. Now, more specifically, the white ones. Well, I actually like the back design of the white Artisans because it's brighter, more reflective, and shinier in my opinion. But I like the box of the black Artisans because I like black. Now, most people don't like this deck, and they like the medallions better. I like the medallions, just not as much. These are a little too dark and just not my favorite back design. And also, some people don't like how on the box it's gold on white, but on the actual deck it's kind of inverted, so everything's filled in and stuff like that. But I actually really like the back design of the actual cards than the box. So that's basically number 6, the Artisans. And now for the actual top 5. Alright, so number 5 would have to be the Monarch decks. I have the red, green, and blue ones. I don't have the purple ones just because I'm not a fan of purple. But with these decks, I really like the colors and the back design. It's really simplistic but fancy, and the boxes are really nice. They're very durable, handle really well, and that's how they've made it into my number 5 spot. Next. Okay, so next are the Velvet Aey Catcher playing cards by Aey Catcher. Now these decks are not as common, but they are really cool. So I like the box and the back design, of course, but the handling is so good. They are so soft. Now they feel like Cardamundi cards, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. They're also on the thicker side, but they are so soft. The edges feel great, and they're smooth and great for packet cutting and fanning. So that's number 4. Next is a deck that I wanted ever since Rise Magic made a video on it, and that's the Play Dead playing cards by Riffle Shuffle. Now, in some light conditions, the cards look blue, mostly under white light, but then they also look purple under yellow light. I think they look more blue overall, but I really love the skull design, and they did a really good job of making it look 3D. Like, seriously, the graphics are so good, and they handle really well. They're thin crushed, soft. I don't know why I just made that long S sound, but whatever. But I just really love the back design. All the circular like motions, and just really good for handling. absolutely love the design and the box. Now for the number 2 spot, I actually had trouble choosing between the Play Dead and Sirius B V2s, because that's the only Sirius B deck I have. I'm trying to find a way to get my hands on the V3s, because those are some really nice colors. But for number 2 currently, it's the V2s. Very colorful. Now the box isn't my favorite because it's kind of bland and there's just not much going on. I like the box better on the Play Dead, but the design of the actual cards, for the back design at least, on the Sirius B, somehow it just sticks out a little bit more to me. The colors pop more. The court cards are okay, but basically these two are seriously tied. But I think in terms of like color, these win it for me. They're also crushed, but they are so smooth. It's crazy, like they're the smoothest cards that I've ever had in my collection. And now for number 1. Cardistry Touch. Now this is the Pulse version, but I'm sure their other decks feel very similar as long as they have like the same. I think it's the B9 finish by Ricardo Mundi. First off, the box is just absolutely amazing. Like, come on now. And then the cards themselves are so soft, so colorful. They're not used for playing, of course, but they are specifically made for cardistry. So how can that not be like number 1? The handling is so good. These are kind of old, but they still fan pretty well. They have like this unique feeling because of their like custom finish or something like that. It's just such a good deck. I have 3 of them. Whenever I first got my first one, it was actually in a pack of 2 for $26, which means $13 each. I kind of wish I got another pack, and that would make it 5 decks. But yeah, that's basically it. Thank you so much for watching. That was top 5, well actually kind of top 7, including those runner-ups or honorable mentions. But yeah, that doesn't mean that the rest of the decks I have are bad, but next week's video are going to include the decks that actually are not good at all. They're really bad at handling. But until then, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.